Bonsoir à tous. On se retrouve ce soir pour un petit live sur Vampyr qui vient de sortir aujourd'hui. Un petit jeu de Focus Home. On va aller découvrir ceci. Pour rectifier, c'est un jeu de développé par Home et édité par Focus Home. Il y avait quand même Focus Home, alors je m'en fiche.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions
flourish as old answers will. Son mixeur d'Abazar sur Twitch et Plekil TV sur YouTube. Non, les voix ne sont pas en français. Enfin, apparemment pas. Vu qu'ils sont en anglais. Je vois que j'ai pas écouté l'histoire du jeu, du coup, je sais pas s'il y a un changement de sous-titres, enfin un changement de voix, de trucs à faire directement dans le jeu. Mais bon, déjà on a les sous-titres français et on dit toujours que la VO est mieux. C'est l'occasion de vérifier. C'est très morbide. C'est plus un jeu de vampire, c'est un jeu de zombies.
A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Sympathique. Non, c'est un jeu surtout, c'est pas des cinématiques. En cinématique, ça va quoi. C'est toujours comme ça. Après, en jeu, c'est toujours un peu pas le même niveau. Bah allez, on y va. Déjà on commence, on est assez faible. Je pense qu'on est un vampire, on est attiré par les traces de sang un peu partout. Ça commence plutôt bien. femme. Ah ouais, mais on commence d'entrée de jeu, on aurait pu commencer par savoir qu'est-ce qu'il avait transformé, tout ça quoi. Là on te met direct, c'est un vampire, il bouffe sa femme, il a pas le temps je crois. Ah non, c'est son frère.
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God.
Trop tard.
Mary!
Oui, c'est sûr. Mais là, on te met d'entrée de jeu, t'es un vampire et tout. Enfin, déjà, t'as la décharge, c'est pas ce que tu fous. Et en plus de ça, voilà. Mais d'entrée de jeu, tu bouffes ta sœur aussi. Normal, quoi. Il a vraiment pas le temps.
What have I done? This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
T'es un vampire, il est censé être immortel. Bon, allez,
These patrols are after me. No! No! Don't shoot! This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here. This can't be happening. There's one of those vermin. No! Please! Stop! I mean you no harm. What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about? Shit, where'd it go? Now, I can defend.
c'est pratique pour passer, c'est même plus un coup, c'est même plus une machette le machin.
Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
En même temps, vous me tirez dessus. Non, c'est donnant. Hein. Vous me tirez dessus, vous essayez de me tuer, je vous tue. Hein.
Who are you? Stupid beast! Sorry.
Oh, il y en a deux là.
No, please, stop! Who are you? What do you want? I mean you no
Je sais
harm.
pas, je vais regarder
I need help. Die, you
Je sais
fucking
pas du tout
leech!
l'histoire, j'ai juste regardé un peu le gameplay.
Please,
Du coup, je sais pas.
listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name? That'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
Oh, c'est vrai, soigne vite. Hein. Normalement, il est brûlé, il est censé rester brûlé.
Feels like it's burning me to the bone.
Oh, sérieux? Oh, bah,
I
je
need
sais
to
pas.
find somewhere to hide.
J'ai pas capté aujourd'hui, je crois. Je l'ai fait un peu vite fait.
Let me go!
Au pire, t'as qu'à le remettre, ça va changer. Sinon, je le changerai tout à l'heure. J'ai dû tout enlever en changeant, j'ai pas capté en fait.
Is anybody there? What is this place? Place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
Alors, comment aller dans les paramètres? Hop, ici. Audio. Principal, voix.
My mother had a beautiful.
Vidéo. Général, non. Avancé non plus. Réglage de luminosité non plus. Ah, langue et sous-titres. D'accord, je ne peux changer les sous-titres. Du coup, non, je pense qu'il doit être en anglais. Obligatoirement. Hop. Désolé pour toi aussi, Caro Plekil, d'Abazar, Plekil TV, mais ce jeu reste en voix anglaise. Ça sort.
Brother, what have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
C'est toi qui l'as tué. Personne d'autre, hein. Fouille un petit peu. Je vais pas sortir tout de suite. Je sais même pas où vraiment il faut que j'aille. De toute façon, aller visiter un peu la maison. Qui c'est? On l'a pas raté celle-là. Ça doit être la merde, je
Wait.
pense.
This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Go watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings.
Ce que je te propose, c'est d'aller voir.
I suppose we are
vite faire notre
undertakers.
Voir,
Now, give him an Eve.
si une voix VF ou pas. Parce que moi, je peux pas la changer, ça me change seulement en anglais.
Who goes there?
Eh bien, je vais d'Abazar pour ton level up.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish.
Transformation en vampire.
I still have so much left that needs doing.
Je vais devenir riche. Bon, ça c'est qui? Bon, j'ai un flingue maintenant, apparemment.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now! No! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
C'est un médecin.
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
Alors, 15 octobre, mal dormi. Becky a toussé toute la nuit et la fièvre l'a fait délirer. J'ai entendu un énorme boucan ce matin. C'était une grosse machine que des ouvriers ont apportée sur les bergers afin de creuser un trou dans le sol, comme une sorte de pelle mécanique. Peut-être pourrais-je aller leur demander du travail. Becky a besoin de médicaments. 16 octobre. J'ai parlé aux hommes qui utilisent la pelle mécanique. Ils m'ont dit qu'ils creusaient des fosses communes un peu partout dans Londres. Mesure de précaution, à ceux qu'ils disent. Y aurait-il une nouvelle épidémie? La grippe ferait-elle son retour? Ils n'avaient pas de travail à me proposer. Becky a un peu dormi la nuit dernière. La fonderie a fermé et il n'y a plus de boulot dans le coin. 19 octobre. Je suis allée à Londres pour acheter des médicaments et de quoi manger. Aucun train ne fonctionne. J'ai mis la journée à traverser la Tamise, puis à revenir. Becky semble aller mieux. Je lui ai préparé une soupe et elle l'a mangée. Je n'ai pas trouvé de médicaments, seulement quelques seringues de somnifères au marché noir. Nous n'avons plus d'argent. Peut-être pourrais-je aller au Pembroke Hospital demain. Mais il est tellement loin, j'ai peur de laisser ma femme seule aussi longtemps. Je ne peux pas descendre. Et c'est bête ça. Ah bah du coup c'est même pas la fin de l'histoire. Ah voilà. En fait, sinon, j'imagine pas si long que ça en fait. Alors, la vomi sort pas. Quelques heures après avoir mangé, elle est désormais si émaciée que j'ai envie de pleurer. Elle dit qu'elle entend des voix à l'extérieur la nuit. Elle dit veut manger de la viande. Où est-ce que je vais en trouver de la viande? Demain, je vais barricader la maison pour nous protéger des pillards. Waouh! Les hommes avec une pelle mécanique ont arrêté de creuser la nouvelle fosse commune. J'ai entendu des cris hier, comme s'ils avaient été attaqués. Maintenant, de jour comme de nuit, seuls des bateaux s'approchent pour jeter des cadavres dans un grand trou. L'odeur est atroce, on aurait dû quitter cette maison il y a des semaines. Mais Becky refuse de partir. Elle m'a dit qu'elle préférait encore mourir avec le sourire effrayant. Pourquoi me torture-t-elle comme ça? Elle est charmante, sa femme. 22 octobre. Becky vient de m'attaquer. Elle m'a sauté dessus depuis l'escalier et a essayé de me mordre. J'ai été obligée de la frapper et elle m'a frappé en retour. Je suis montée m'enfermer dans la chambre. Maintenant, je l'entends pleurer et marmonner en bas. J'ai récupéré le pistolet que j'avais caché dans le plafond après la guerre pour nous protéger. Je suis désormais prêt à l'utiliser pour me protéger de ma propre femme. Waouh. 23 octobre. Je n'ai pas fermé l'œil. Becky a passé toute la nuit à gratter à la porte en demandant mon aide et en me suppliant de la laisser rentrer. Mais j'avais trop peur pour le faire. J'entends juste qu'elle meurt. Sympa. Désormais, cela ne devrait pas prendre beaucoup de temps. Je prie le ciel que tout se termine rapidement. Il est vachement gentil lui avec sa femme. Aimant et doux, c'est au top. 24 octobre. J'avais tellement faim. Je suis descendue ce matin. Becky était assise dans un fauteuil près de la cheminée. Elle était comme un chien en me regardant fixement sans bouger d'un pouce. Ses yeux suivaient simplement mes mouvements dans la pièce. J'ai pointé mon pistolet vers son visage meurtri, mais elle n'a pas réagi. Je n'ai pas eu la force d'appuyer sur la gâchette. Je suis retournée dans ma chambre. 25 octobre. La maison est désormais plus silencieuse qu'une tombe. Il n'y a plus aucun bruit. Becky est morte maintenant. Pardonne-moi, mon amour. Je n'ai pas pu te sauver. Nous retrouverons bientôt. Waouh. Ça, c'est un homme aimant. Déjà? Ah ouais, bah en même temps c'est un journal intime, j'ai envie de dire. Ah ouais, lui va dormir, tranquille.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it.
Il a des yeux bizarres pour un vampire. Et merci à toi, Queen Didi, pour ton follow. Bienvenue à toi.
So be it.
Je crois pas que tu puisses mourir, mec. Tu peux essayer, hein, ça coûte rien, mais je crois pas vraiment. Je mettrai pas trop d'espoir dessus. Et là, fin du jeu. Comment vas-tu? Ah ouais, c'était sûr en même temps. T'allais pas mourir comme ça, hein. Il en a perdu du sang.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Par contre, on n'avait pas tiré un chouïa plus haut. D'accord. L'évolution. Les listes des refuges vous permettent de vous reposer et d'évoluer. Dépensez des points d'expérience pour monter en niveau et améliorer vos compétences vampiriques. D'accord. Et en plus, on a des compétences. Waouh. Alors, autophagie. Vous consommez votre propre sang pour soigner instantanément les dégâts normaux et aggravés. Ah ouais, ça c'est bon ça. Ah d'accord, faut que je dépense ces points comme ça. Ok. Ça je peux pas. D'accord. Alors, griffe. Une attaque à courte portée qui peut découper toute créature vivante devant vous. Vous projetez une lance faite de sang qui peut transpercer vos ennemis devant vous. Vous placez un nuage sombre à vos pieds ou à ceux de votre cible. Le nuage explose près de quelques secondes, infligeant de sérieux dégâts. Ah ouais, au taquet. Allez, je vais prendre ça. La petite lance de sang, ça me plaît bien. Maintenant, j'hésite entre la griffe et la brume. Là, le corps augmente votre santé. Ah si, je peux le prendre, d'accord. C'est pas mal ça aussi. Ah, je crois pas que j'ai les points. Ouais, bah non, j'ai plus les points. Augmente votre endurance. Peut-être, non, 300 aussi. Je peux que des trucs de sang maintenant, de toute façon. Ouais, je me suis peut-être un peu trop avancée en apprenant ça. Parce que je ne peux plus rien prendre. Bon, c'est pas grave. Hop, on confirme. Au moins, je peux m'auto-soigner. C'est déjà ça. Je pense que ça peut quand même être utile.
That voice in my head.
Bon, mise à jour de la mission. Se rendre à Nordbank.
I'm
Oh
not
super, on
mad,
va à la
then.
banque.
It must belong to the one who made me. What I am.
Dites-moi qu'il est riche pour que je puisse me
I must
sortir de cette
find him to
misère.
understand what I have become.
Je pense que les voix que j'entends, ce sont les humains. Ah, ils sont toujours là. Eh, mais ils sont taqués, les gars.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here!
Ah ouais, il s'est fait carrément. Ça, c'est du mec. Hein.
My head's spinning.
Ma tête, elle tourne. En même temps, mec, tu viens de te TP comme jamais. Je pense que c'est un peu normal que t'ailles la tête qui tourne. Moi, après ça, je dis rien. Ah, main gauche, d'accord. J'ai un pieu à la main gauche et un truc à la main droite. Ok.
I'm still in Southwark.
Bon, bah, on va sortir. Hein.
I must reach the West End. Go back home.
Over there! Die, vermin! There's one of them vermin!
Strength. Strength.
Attends, les combats sont assez fins. Je vais à gauche ou à droite? J'hésite.
I cannot enter.
De toute façon, c'est réglé. Je peux pas passer par là, apparemment. Moi, j'aime bien tout casser. Faut toujours découvrir des trucs intéressants. Apparemment pas ici, mais... Bon, bah on va descendre, hein. Bah écoute, Aspirine for You, je viens à peine de commencer, mais oui, franchement, il peut être plutôt pas mal. On n'en sait pas trop sur son histoire, à part que pour l'instant c'est un vampire. On rentre au vampire, mais non, franchement, faut voir en longue durée, mais il peut être pas mal.
Every fiber of my being is a fire.
Ouais. Ok, morsure. Ah d'accord, je peux le manger carrément. C'est top ça. D'ailleurs, bienvenue à toi sur la chaîne.
Feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
En fait, je peux carrément... Ah! C'est sérieux.
My strength.
Ok.
My reflexes.
On sent la différence par rapport au petit mec. Hein. Lui, il a un peu plus de trucs. Ouais, non, franchement, le gameplay a l'air pas mal. Après, voilà, faut vraiment voir en long terme si on tourne pas un peu beaucoup en rond, qu'on fait pas toujours la même chose, quoi. Du coup, comment je me range? Me rentrer à la machine. Oh super, il y a des trucs à ramasser. Hop. Donnez-moi des sous, faut que j'aille à la banque. Vous me direz, j'irai pas loin. Ça me dit juste qu'il faut que j'aille en fait. Ah? Ouais, d'accord. Le truc qui pète les plombs tout seul, mais y a pas de souci. truc de médicament, je peux pas le récupérer, non? Dommage. Ça... Non, je peux rien casser. État du quartier stable. C'est rassurant. Votre roi et votre pays ont besoin de vous. Engagez-vous dans l'armée britannique pour aider nos courageux frères au front. Waouh. Après ce que j'ai vu, on est un peu en période d'après la guerre.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what
Mais
happened to
ce qui
us.
t'est arrivé en fait, c'est toi que tu l'as bouffé, mec. Tout simplement. Pas besoin de chercher midi et 14h quoi. Tu l'as simplement bouffé. Oh, je peux bouffer les rats.
Despicable.
Ah ouais, ils sont partis loin là quand même. Hein. On se met à bouffer les rats. Quoi.
It's locked, all right. I cannot enter.
Bon, faut obligatoirement sortir de l'autre côté. Ok.
The dizziness
Ça
from
va,
the
hein,
jump.
plus ça va, plus on s'éloigne au niveau de notre épée. Hein. Pas très sûr que ce soit rassurant, mais... Enfin, si, c'est rassurant d'un côté. On peut se TP, c'est cool. Bon, avançons, avançons, avançons. Rien faire de spécial. Je vais passer par là, il y a un petit trou. Je sais jamais. Non, rien. Bon, tant pis.
What will London have to say to me?
Ici. Rien non plus. On va redescendre. Hein. Ici.
I cannot
On peut pas
enter.
passer.
I have so many questions unanswered.
Oh, des sous. Pour des personnes qui se plaignaient que c'était une ville pauvre, qu'ils n'avaient pas beaucoup d'argent de travail et tout, il y a plein de sous qui traînent. Hein. Moi je dis ça, ils avaient juste à faire le tour de la ville et se refaisaient le plein des poches. Hein.
Become a mausoleum.
Comment es-tu mort toi? Mordu ou mort de maladie? Maladie.
The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me
Sympa
to my
de se battre
assailant.
avec un vampire. Aiguisez vos sens vampiriques. Oh, c'est bon, il n'y en a pas vraiment besoin, on le voit quand même. Hein.
The smell is so strong.
Par contre, la seule chose que je reproche, c'est vraiment les touches
Where has
dispersées.
everyone gone?
J'ai besoin de haies pour me remettre de la vie. Il y a le haies pour me le accent pour me remettre du truc, le V pour mon sens, les touches directionnelles, Shift pour courir, et je n'ai pas encore localisé la touche d'esquive. Ah, imaginez. Ouais, non, franchement, il peut avoir un ça peut être un bon petit jeu. Vraiment, vraiment. Ah, inconnu.
At last, a little life.
Ok. Parle.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen
Ouais, je
that.
pense que
Don't
effectivement,
worry,
il serait plus
things
jouable à
can
la
only
manette.
get worse.
Parce que il est assez compliqué. Il y a trop de touches par-ci par-là, trop dispersées et tout. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
Who is this?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every...
Sympathique.
Has anybody entered?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to the...
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care.
I'll leave you to...
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to...
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well,
T'es pas
yeah.
bien poli, c'est bon, il
He
paye
paid for
pour
the
dormir
entire
ici quand
week.
même, hein. Il fait ce qu'il veut s'il a pas envie de te parler.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Oh, vous me croyez vraiment comme ça? Vous me connaissez même pas, vous jugez directement mal. Ah là là. Bon, les escaliers. Je peux rien récupérer ici.
There's gotta be something can be
Oh,
done.
pas l'air.
Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the
Ouais,
epidemic,
c'est un peu les personnages qui me
now all
dérangent
these
un peu.
terrible murders.
Encore, comme je te disais, les héros principaux, ça
The
va.
murders.
C'est encore une fois,
What
c'est
can
le
you say
tour,
about them?
quoi.
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some
Je sais
say
qu'on est dans une ville sous
the sewer
épidémie,
dog
mais
is
bon,
back.
c'est pas
The
pour
sewer
autant que tout le monde
dog.
doit ressembler à des
What's
zombies. hein.
that?
no one knows. People have always disappeared
Bon,
around these
encore, après, je
parts.
suis méchante, il y en a, ça va largement.
The ancients say
Et il y
it's
en a
the sewer
d'autres.
dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah. Killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, the Turquoise Turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
Bon, ok. Bon, on va monter, les escaliers et il nous a dit la première porte. C'est vrai, il va tout seul.
Several patrols roaming the area. They do not pursue me. But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require them.
I think someone's eavesdropping.
Please, sir. You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word with anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you. And who might...
Ok, en bonne santé. Ok, c'est à moi de découvrir soi-même. D'accord, ça c'est tous les personnages que je rencontre et tout ça. J'ai rencontré ton personnage ici. Je sais pas si c'est normal. Il est fatigué. Guéri avec traitement pour la fatigue. En bonne santé. En bonne santé. Bon.
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
You can't be serious. I'm not a... No. I can't be a vampire.
Sir, believe me, this is very real. You are a vampire.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
And what exactly is...
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
I heard another voice, that of a woman.
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
What have you uncovered concerning the...
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docs have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
C'est ça, il s'entretient avec un
How
vampire.
different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor? That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I don't know yet.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Bon, apparemment, c'était pas mon tueur. pensais que je pourrais sauter quoi que ce soit.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
I think drink no longer stirs. There's gotta be something can be done again.
I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city.
Interroger les résidents. Comment t'expliquer déjà? Faudrait qu'il y en aille en fait des résidents.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like... This man was armed. He tried to defend himself.
Et merci beaucoup Barjo pour ces 20 bits. Merci beaucoup. Te voilà encore top 1 mon cher Barjo. Te voilà encore top 1.
Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Bon. Ouais, je me dépasse de plus en plus. Hein. Quartier stable. C'est plutôt rassurant. Je sais pas vraiment si c'est une bonne chose d'avoir un quartier stable. Ah! C'est pas vraiment ce que je voulais, mais c'est aussi une possibilité. Bon, ça va, niveau 4, je pensais qu'il allait me faire piquer un peu plus, mais ça avait l'air d'aller. Alors, arme à distance. Oh, j'ai une arme à distance maintenant.
I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Essayez pas trop de se montrer.
All the more reason to shut it, Mr. Billy. If the man says a bloodsucker's dug in here, you've but one job. And that's to find it.
Ah, carrément.
And find
Je
it
suis
fast.
traqué.
That's fair enough, Tom. But why do they hide where it's so damn cold?
Haha, t'as bien raison, Barjo, profite-en.
Sorry, sir. No admittance.
Il m'a cramé l'enfoiré. D'accord, je peux pas TP. Ok. D'accord, je peux les analyser en fait. Ah mais j'aime pas ça. C'est bien, on soigne avec notre propre sang, j'adore ça. T'as pas de sous toi? Si. T'es gentil. Bon. Mes traces s'arrêtent ici.
We won't see any of these bastards back here again.
There's one of them!
Nouvelle pratique, nouvelle tactique. Par contre, je vais essayer de prendre la manette qui est branchée depuis le début parce que c'est vrai qu'avec la souris, il y a trop de touches. C'est assez compliqué. Maintenant, il faut que je trouve une touche qui corresponde. J'ai trouvé comment TP, déjà. C'est une bonne chose. Clairement, je sais pas du tout comment jouer à la manette. Les tâches ont l'air d'être en bas. Oh, un refuge. Ok, je peux confectionner des trucs du coup. Et bienvenue Jean-René. Bah écoute, bienvenue à toi et à ta maman et bah merci pour ton follow, hein. C'est très gentil, bienvenue à toi. Désolée, j'essaie de repérer un peu comment fonctionner avec mes touches. Parce que j'essaie de switcher de clavier à truc parce que le clavier il y a trop de touches assez dispersées à retenir. Du coup j'essaie de me mettre à la souris mais les touches ce n'est pas ça. Bah voici, on n'a pas un petit truc. Faudrait que je regarde si on n'a pas un petit truc de rappel de touche ou quoi. Du coup, augmente votre capacité sanguine. Est-ce que vous mordez en combat? Ah oui, c'est pareil, je peux mordre au combat aussi, c'est vrai. Je sais pas du tout quoi prendre. Bah, déjà, je vais augmenter un peu ma jauge de santé. Je pense que ça me fera pas du mal. D'accord, je peux l'augmenter. Voilà. Je pense que ça, j'en ai vraiment besoin. Et je n'ai plus rien à 100 et des bananes. Encore une fois. Ah non, j'ai pas envie de perdre tout ça. D'accord, Barjo. Bah, je te remercie d'être passé et je te remercie pour tes cheers. Je te fais de gros bisous. Ciao, ciao. Pop, pop, pam. Faut pas se casser. Hein.
Fresh blood.
Ooh.
The whole building reeks of it.
Alors, eux, on les a pas ratés.
It's so strong it makes me dizzy.
C'est quoi ça? Ah d'accord, c'est du coup.
As one, we shall overcome this. We've done it before.
No. I've had a drink outside tonight already and it did not quench my thirst. I must have more.
Oh dear God, not again. Will you please stop?
This place reeks of bloodshed.
Dearest friend.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Ok, mon premier bug. Et je ne sais pas comment expliquer. Mine de rien, il me met quand même mal. Hein. C'est un vampire, je peux pas le manger. Waouh, ok. Bon, je vais retourner au clavier. Clairement, j'ai pas les touches en main. J'ai pas les touches en main pour riposter aux attaques. Du coup, bah, on va partir. On va repartir avec le clavier souris. Moi, j'ai les touches dans les mains. Ça devrait être un peu mieux.
Alas, you must give me permission to leave. I'll not betray your trust.
Is this first? I needed to come first.
As one, we shall overcome this. We've done it before.
No. I had a drink
This
outside.
creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Ok. Au moins, lui, c'est réglé.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
D'accord. Merci de ton aide, jeune femme.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Skal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Oh, un vampire.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Vampyr devrait savoir en trouver une analyse de sang. Ouais, bah peut-être un vampire, mais pas moi en tout cas. Je ne suis pas fait pour être vampire.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
Du coup, c'est obligatoirement. Pas que j'ai réussi.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Voilà.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Bo. Par contre, je suis vraiment pas fan de la bande son.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness! I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, dry it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. Me guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
C'est limite, hein. On va aller le manger.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
D'accord. Tout ça pour ça. Je suis trop gentille. Pas encore, ça va être encore tourné contre moi.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
I cannot enter.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the 2nd floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask... And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
En même temps, il a fait se faire bouffer par Dieu seul sait quoi.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
2nd floor of the hospital, left after...
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us. Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Thank you, nurse.
J'ai vu qu'il y avait un petit truc là. L'hôpital ne peut plus accepter trop de patients à cause des épidémies de... Hôpital complet, veuillez rentrer chez vous. Sympa.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Goodbye, Milton.
Oh, no. Voilà.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How is the situation?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's...
Are you really smuggling weapons?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital?
I've been an ambulance driver since...
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yes.
You left an infected patient out...
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Since you're...
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous.
I'd like...
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable...
D'accord, c'est une boutique quoi.
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here? An invisible enemy?
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to...
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Doctor...
Most of them? Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there any...
Well, I have never met someone as...
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Un indice sur les citoyens. Vous avez découvert un indice. Celui-ci révèle un secret sur un citoyen ou une de ses relations. Appuyez sur pour la fiche d'identité d'un citoyen. Docteur Corcoran type I.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me.
No. I may disagree with some conduct.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Bon.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Alors. Peu de visite de l'hôpital.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Ils sont charmants ici.
And Mr. Hampton, the
Oh,
patient
débouché.
we brought in. How does he
Quoi,
fare?
la bazar?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was...
Thank you, nurse.
They may lack the resources, but we have some of the most brilliant minds in London.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed.
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind...
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about you.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there.
D'accord.
Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site.
Mais oui, ça
Difference
avance,
is
ça
I
avance,
disagreed
doucement, mais
about wooden
sûrement.
nails,
J'ai tué
not
un
flesh and
premier
bones.
boss, Vampyr.
Are you
Pseudo-vampire.
satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be
Va te
injured.
faire à manger.
Forgive my bluntness,
Ce que je peux te
but you
dire.
seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Tu veux, y a
Are
un
you
gars
sure
qui-
you don't want to
qui me
operate
dit-
yourself, Dr. Reed?
Je dis ça, je dis rien.
I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be
Ça fait mal
right.
quand même.
But for
J'ai
now,
essayé de jouer à
I
la
don't
manette,
think I
c'est
can
encore
take on
pire,
the
en fait, à la
responsibility.
Les
My
touches,
apologies.
ça va pas du tout. Clairement.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick.
Ok.
I'll see you later.
Il est en bonne santé, d'accord. Je peux pas vraiment savoir ce qu'il a dans son bras. Je suis un méchante.
It's locked, all right.
Tu m'aurais donné. Qui es-tu, toi?
Good evening. I'm Dr.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana. Pawnbroker and humble...
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead.
Are you afraid or uneasy being so...
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels.
An interesting point of view. And quite...
Sir, as a medic during the war...
How did you get this job?
After I left the army...
Do you work here?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I...
Why do you have to watch the...
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case...
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It would...
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Comment dire? Pas vraiment, je l'ai bouffé. Au revoir, bonne journée.
Please show me what you have.
Of course. It's just...
Tu vends cher, toi, par contre, hein. Ça fait plaisir, gars.
My sweet girl reads me like a book. I never could keep anything from her.
The pain.
Good evening, sir.
Unless you're here to fix my face. No.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken...
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty...
Where were you stationed, sir?
I really don't want to talk about...
No offense. I was pushing too much.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought.
Très bavard.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's...
Can I ask you precisely why?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work.
Who is treating you?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me.
You don't seem worried by that.
If...
How is your...
Oh, it's the...
Can I do it?
Nurses gave me a...
Goodbye for now.
Disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, Sora, I must apologize for my
Écoute, l'histoire n'a
behavior.
pas
What do you
trop
mean?
avancé.
I was
On a
not myself
retrouvé
in the
notre
factory.
vampire
Fear and
pourchassé au
exhaustion made me
début.
say awful things to you.
Du coup,
I'm
le
afraid.
prêtre qu'on a
You
vu dans une
remained
salle,
perfectly
je me rappelle pas
nice
si tu
and
l'as vu.
polite.
Il est
A little
venu,
delirious,
il m'a-
perhaps.
il est venu nous
But
chercher
who
en
wouldn't
bateau
be after
et il nous a
enduring
amené
an
qu'en fait
abduction?
c'est le
Thank you, Doctor.
directeur de
That's a relief.
l'hôpital.
Now all I need to do is
Et il nous
rest
a
and return to my
emmenés
flock.
pour travailler avec lui parce que au fond on est un médecin de guerre.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender?
Tom? Yes, of course.
Always the helping hand, good.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people.
People are still in despair. What is the
situation has always been tough, with a lot of tension.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Dooth Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this...
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed.
What do you do?
I manage a night asylum for the poor and...
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith, willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical...
How do you feel?
I feel exhausted. Beyond...
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swan...
Thank you, sir.
Have you made friends since you arrived? You never came to see her here at Pembroke. Receiving visits when...
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton.
Je vais lui retrouver ses promis.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Bon, je me suis clairement perdu. Sérieux? Tu peux l'utiliser en tant que souris? Mettez la manette Xbox ou le PS4? Chelou.
Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swan's... I am Thoreau Strickland.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood...
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired...
It's always a pleasure to share science.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster.
I based my technique on my mentor's research.
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed.
You're not the first one to warn me. But I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
I based my...
I'd rather...
As long...
You're not the...
What can you tell me?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea.
Do you need help with anything?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting...
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh, no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. You seem quite optimistic.
It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true. Last summer,
Question personnelle.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury.
What is it you really want? To save him?
Fair question. I want nothing but...
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about...
But why would he hide such crucial information?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be...
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with...
Goodbye, Dr. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
No, I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here.
Yes.
Could you at least tell me your names?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
How painful.
So painful I'd rather not talk at all.
I'll let you get some rest.
Doctor.
Good evening, madam.
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I...
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much...
What can you tell me about...
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and...
Are you really that rich?
Yes. Thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace.
May I ask...
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach...
What do you think of your reception here?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you? Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that...
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Oh, ça me saoule, je trouve pas mon mot du bureau. C'est une blague, je reviens ici.
Good evening, miss.
Oh, mais... Et ça, c'est vraiment pourri. Je
I'm
touche
Dr.
aucune
Reed,
touche, ça
the
se
new
met tout
surgeon
seul.
at the Pembroke Hospital.
C'est une
And who are
blague.
you?
Your name has no...
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal?
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what...
Please,
Describe to me how...
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as...
I see. Have you ever heard of...
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cottard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul. Or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must...
It's only a cover.
The star...
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white.
I see. Don't...
Thank you, mortal, but do not interfere.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft?
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal?
I'm curious.
No, sir.
I'll leave you. Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doc.
I'd like to...
Wise choice.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Milton.
Ah, mais mon Dieu, c'est quoi ce bug?
This is no time for self-pity. It is the last thing our patients do.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. The flower's dying. It needs water.
Ok. J'ai 720. Choisissons bien. D'accord, ça m'a fait dormir.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now. If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood? Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
On va essayer de voir ça. Bah, disons que les touches sont assez compliquées, quoi. Les touches, c'est un peu la galère, mais on y arrive, on va assurer, hein.
Good evening, Mr.
Oh, mais tu vois, ça aussi c'est nul. Je touche à rien.
Cox.
Dr. Reed, still working at night, us.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him.
That man was determined to murder you.
What a surprise. The first time I'm...
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favor.
Only the strongest survive, then?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff.
What's wrong?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he...
I see.
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that...
What's wrong with them?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a...
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the...
What are you expecting, a medal?
How long do you think you can escape the law?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I can say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day, I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
I'll leave you.
This isn't even my neighborhood.
Bon. C'est pas très simple de se repérer. Mais bon, une fois qu'on aura pris le jeu en main, ça devrait se simplifier un peu plus. Wow! Ah, mais... Déjà que les mecs là avec son gros fusil, le gros, c'est pas simple. Si on est un peu plus de niveau, ça risque d'être sympathique. Wouah! Eh mais il y a du monde ici. Ok. Je me suis clairement foirée. Ouais, c'est ça, c'est une aventure en monde ouvert, quoi. Tu te balades, tu vas remplir des quêtes pour le personnel, tout ça. Tu te fais buter par des mecs en plus. C'est vrai que la prise en main des touchés, pas simple. Mais bon. C'est qu'une question d'habitude. Il y a des petits objets à collecter.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Je me concentre un peu plus. Je fais n'importe quoi. Bon allez, on se concentre.
I have this thirst for blood. I cannot enter.
Ce que ça fait à cause de la lumière, c'est chaud. Mine de rien, c'est quand même assez simple de se gommer. Moi, je rentre, je me sers tranquille. Oh punaise. Clairement, je n'arrive à rien ce soir. J'avoue que la fatigue commence à me gagner un petit peu aujourd'hui. Ouais, non, là c'est ça, clairement, ouais. C'est nous fois 100 000. Hein. J'arrive pas plus que ça à me concentrer ce soir, apparemment. C'est un peu la cata.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you?
Dr. Jonathan
Une
Reed.
dernière
Ah,
tentative.
So you won't.
The name is...
Sinon, c'est qu'on a besoin d'une bonne nuit de sommeil.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So you're a concerned criminal.
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah.
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status.
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The wet boot boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better...
situation est meilleure ici.
What can you tell me about this part
Ouais,
of
bien
town?
sûr, mais
Things ain't that bad.
Well, you're not doing a very good
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time.
More efficient, really?
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now.
Goodbye.
Someone's playing a race.
It's locked.
No, I'm gonna find out.
Apparemment, c'est pas par là. Boum, boum, boum. Cette ville est un vrai labyrinthe.
Without the wet boots keeping things straight, these parts will be running completely amok.
Là, je crois que je me suis carrément éloignée de ma cible.
Without the wet boots keeping things straight.
There's gotta be something here.
Oh! Sérieux, quoi? Qu'est-ce que je fous là? What the fuck, quoi? Apparemment, l'hôpital était pas si loin que ça. Ah, mais putain, c'est affreux ça.
Over there! It's a leech! Hit it!
Quand même assez compliqué. On va vraiment partir essayer de trouver notre câble, je sais pas quoi. Parce que là, sa voiture Dieu seul sait où, c'est une catastrophe.
Good evening, sir. I was just...
Don't like...
What can you tell me about...
A shithole filled with maggots.
Is there no...
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat...
Are you thinking...
No. Hey.
What's your...
I take care of my mum.
You seem upset.
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a...
Sometimes
I just wanted to smile.
Goodbye, Miss.
C'était pas prévu au programme ça. Soit je pense que là je me suis totalement paumée dans la ville. Mais quelque chose de mignon quoi. Pouf. Avant de l'empirer dans les catastrophes parce que là ça tourne vraiment trop mal. Je pense que j'ai vraiment besoin d'une très bonne grosse minute de sommeil. Pour rattraper un peu ces désastres là. Je recontinuerai le jeu parce que franchement il est bien, mais il faut juste se concentrer un peu plus minimum quand même parce que là ça part un peu en cacahuète. Du coup je le referai, mais du coup je sais pas trop quand parce que on a encore 3-4 petits jeux là à vous présenter pendant que c'est la période de sortie. Demain, bah, au pire des cas, si toi tu n'arrives pas One Rush, on a Memory of Mars et Illusion à présenter aussi. Mais de toute façon, peu importe, je le terminerai vraiment plus tard. Je le reprendrai vendredi dans des petits lives l'après-midi, le matin, et tout ça, histoire de bien avancer dans le jeu. Tout le temps parce que je pense que derrière va être assez long. Je pense qu'on a quand même, là vous voyez, on vient de se taper des mecs niveau 19. Je suppose qu'il y en a encore pas mal qui traînent derrière du coup. Même si je dois le reprendre en journée, on avancera dans la journée. Ça n'a pas trop d'importance. Du coup voilà, je m'arrête là du coup pour ce soir. Et de toute façon on se retrouve dès demain. Sur je sais pas quoi encore. On va y réfléchir. Alors, je vous fais tous des gros bisous. Je vous souhaite à tous une très bonne nuit. Ciao.